Ladies and gentlemen, August 28th, we are live. The boys are back. The crypto markets are bleeding. Bleeding. What a volatile space. My name is Jake Gagan. I'm joined by my co-host,
Rodney sorts it, baby. It's a blood red day. Everyone's freaking out, but it is what it is, right? It's part of the process.
It's part of the process, guys. Come join us here. We are on YouTube. We are on X as well. Make sure to retweet us. We do this every single day.
It's free to do.
11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. PST. Grab your coffee. For me, I'm drinking a little bit of a Celsius. Guys, this is a new flavor. Sparkling Cherry Cola. And it's actually good.
Celsius, please sponsor us. Celsius, give us a sponsorship.
I mean, I don't even want a sponsorship. I like this. Okay. And we're not doing the Zins today, Rodney. We got some other shit. There's a Zin shortage. So we got Rogues.
Bad.
Rogues.
Terrible.
I mean, it tastes like, I used to do tobacco and this tastes like tobacco. But anyways, this is the Degen starter pack, guys. Crypto, caffeine, it could be Celsius, and Rogues. No hard stuff, you know.
No Zinachinos. Those Zins are elite, though. Rogues are good, but actually, we get one of those.
Zins are elite. Hold on. Do a little close up. Get the toss. Good toss. Throw one of those
baby,
in.
Let's go. All right, so let's get popping today, man. Jake, let's go over the market. It's been a crazy last 24 hours. Last 24 hours, but it's part of the process. Luckily, Bitcoin's bottoming out, but we have a lot of news to talk about. Some important updates today.
A lot of news, guys. This is going to be the #1 show on cryptocurrency. So here we are. Crypto markets looking a lot different than it looked yesterday when we went through this. Bitcoin, actually, let's start with the global cryptocurrency market cap. $2.08 trillion market cap, down 4%. So we did a show yesterday, guys. I think we had like a $64,000 Bitcoin. A little bit bloodier today. $59,000 Bitcoin. Ethereum's right around $2,500. BNB at 536. Yesterday we were around 555 BNB. Solana was at $157 yesterday on the stream. Now we're at $144 Solana. XRP was at 59 cents. Now we're at 57 cents. Dogecoin hasn't really taken too much of a hit. It was at I guess it was. It was at a $15.9 billion market cap yesterday. Now we're at a 14.5. So yeah, actually Dogecoin did take a hit. Toncoin is up on the day. Wow.
Well, it makes sense. Rebounded from all the crazy news, you know.
Toncoin, the only token in the top 10 that is actually green in the past hour and green on the day. Tron as well at a 15-cent Tron. Avalanche, $23. So that was at $25 yesterday. So markets are dipping a little bit. And Pepe has now been flipped by Aptos.
What's an Aptos, Jake?
I don't know. It's a top 25 token, though. Yeah. So that is Aptos. When it comes to the meme coin space, Rodney, meme coins are taking a hit. Yeah. But there's one meme coin out there that is actually green today. And that token we'll talk about a little bit today is Bull. Tron Bull. Actually, the past 30 minutes, it has taken a small hit, but still up about 7% on the day, currently trading at $166 million market cap. This was one of Crash's Clay's calls. Look at this green candle. This is what we call the Crash God candle here.
We love that. We love green candles.
The Crash God candle here. He called it here. Ran up to a $300 million market cap, currently trading at $166 million market cap. Did you see his tweet about Tron Bull and what he was saying? He said,
go ahead.
I know top tier coins when I see them. Bull has that premium, top of the line feel in every way. Currently the #2 meme coin on Tron. Everyone will watch and stay. Everyone will watch it become and stay the #1 meme coin on the chain soon. I have the best track record in meme coin history. And to think this wasn't even the 6th Infinity Stone. So he called Bull. I like this token. I just made a video, my first video today on Bull, Tron Bull, TRX Bull, the official Tron mascot of the it's the bull. It's the mascot of the Tron chain. And it's still holding up pretty nicely. I mean, we're going to go through some of these other meme coins. They're all dumping. And earlier today, I mean, when did I make my video? Less than an hour ago?
Yeah.
It was at 185 million and it was up 20% on the day. So some people are taking small profits, but this is one token that I think is bullish. It's the #2 meme coin. Let's stay here before I get into the other meme coins. It's the #2 meme coin on Tron right now, only behind Sundog.
Yeah.
You think it's going to flip it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's all about community and culture. And the truth is, like, Crash has that community and culture around him. And it's not like he's like one of these callers going out calling anything and everything. And it's weird to see people like hate him for that, which is it's kind of crazy when this space is filled with tokens that'll just rug, you know, in the span of 24 hours when he has a pretty good track record of calling some bangers, right? And I think that, you know, his community becomes our community. Our community becomes his community. Like everyone, it's kind of like a big kind of like you know, kind of like a big network, right? We're into it. The people that follow us are into it, and everybody gets into it. And I think it's going to create a pretty strong community, pretty much.
Yeah,
it'll be the #1 meme coin on Tron for sure.
Yeah, and I think that there will be billion-dollar meme coins across a lot of chains. Obviously, bread on base, but yeah, a lot of people like to hate on Crash. I like the guy. And I think I like the guy because when he tweets, I buy into his projects and he makes me money.
Exactly. I mean, well, no, you don't like making money. That's just been my thing. It's like, we understand how crazy this space is. Like, it's a miracle that something is doing this well. So relax out there. Okay. Liquidity's low. Like, all meme coins have low liquidity when they get to high market cap sizes.
I would probably hate him, honestly, if I faded his calls and I saw him tweet about Brett at a $50 million market cap and it ran up to a 1.95 billion. I saw him tweet about this latest one, bull at 6 million. It ran up to 300. I would hate him too.
Hating is bad for your health. Stop hating. It's bad.
I mean, think about it though. There are people out there that hate LeBron James. There are people out there that hate Michael Jordan. There are people out there that hate Tiger Woods. And the more I think about that, these guys give people a lot of reasons to hate them. But there are people that hate on their success, right? Like, how can you can't deny Tiger. You cannot deny Steph Curry and what he did in the Olympics. You know,
that's crazy.
But it's fun to hate him.
It's
fun to hate Steph. And I think that anytime you get so good in a particular space, whether it's crypto, whether it's basketball, whether it's golf, people are going to hate on you. But I would just say to Crash, keep doing your thing. I love the guy because anytime he tweets, I'm in his Telegram channel. I buy into what he talks about. The guy doesn't miss.
Tap in. Just tap in.
The guy doesn't miss. So let's continue on to some of our other top tokens here. And we have Brett.
Big Daddy Brett.
Brett on base. Still trading above an $813 million market cap. You know what's kind of crazy, Rodney?
What's up?
This token launched. Let's just call it March 1st, right? Yeah. It's February 27th, but March.
Yep.
How many months is that? March to April 1.
Yep.
April to May.
2 months.
To June. To July. To August. We are only on month 6. We're about to go on to month 6 of Brett. I feel like this token has been out for like 6 years.
It feels like it because, we're in the space. We hear it a lot. It's always in our algorithm and those sorts of things. We were at the base summit with, Jesse Pollack, the on-chain in San Francisco. Like, we're in the base community. We're in the weeds, but Big Daddy Brett's been holding it down for the base network,
What are your thoughts, guys? Whenever we give price predictions, don't listen to us.
It's not financial advice.
No one should ever buy anything that we talk about. I hate that because, I tweet about something that I like. I make a video that I like. I understand that my platform is bigger than just if I had 100 followers and I made a video. But I do like Brett. I do think it's going to be a solid play. I like base chain too. I was a little bit hesitant. I was a little bit hesitant about base chain.
Yeah.
I knew it had potential, but when I actually went there and I heard Jesse talk and I heard Chintan, the lead developer, talk about base chain, I'm like, these guys are building something legit. Just the ease of use, the accessibility. I think that this is going to be a huge runner for Brett on base. And I'm also using my predictions based off of 2021.
Yeah.
When I saw Shiba Inu run from 100 million to 49 billion. When I saw Saitama run from, I think I talked about it, under $1 million market cap to 7 billion. Like, I just don't think that the meme coin bull run has even started yet.
No, it hasn't.
I know a lot of people are happy, but meme coins, if history repeats itself and we have something like we had in 2021, these meme coins are going to gig ascend.
Yeah, and one of the main reasons I actually was working for Coinbase I think I still am for a little bit, doing some videos for them. It's like when you understand what they're trying to do, what Coinbase is as a company, how they're going to onboard a lot of people in the United States. They're onboarding people into the Coinbase Smart Wallet, the Coinbase Wallet. And I think that meme coins get the most exposure. It's the reason why people want to get started in DeFi. My friends only hit me up when it's about a meme coin. No one asked me about Cardano or any altcoins or anything like that. Maybe some Bitcoin, but people like meme coins. They kind of bring people into the space, and I think that Coinbase is going to do a really good job of that. And their first exposure on the Coinbase wallet is going to be Base, right? And then obviously the number one meme coin is going to be Brett. So I think that long term it's good.
Yep. So that is Brett on base.
Mama G.
Mama G's in the house. Brennan's in the house. Welcome, guys. They're in Laguna Beach.
You guys, we have 1,000 people watching. Make sure you guys repost this, like it, and let us know in the comments what's your favorite meme coin. What are you buying?
Guys, repost this. If you're on X right now, repost it. If you're on Twitter, make sure to like this. We are building the #1 show in the cryptocurrency space. And someone said, is this the end of YouTube? Only 23 watching on YouTube while there's over 1,000 on X. I don't know.
Maybe.
I kind of pivoted to X once they started allowing videos on the platform, and YouTube started censoring everyone. I was like, well, me and Rodney like to talk shit.
Yeah.
A lot of shit. So we can say whatever we want on X, right? To an extent. You can't say anything, but I can curse. I can say the word. Well, we're still on YouTube. Maybe we got to stop streaming on YouTube so we can just be free.
I don't think we're big enough on YouTube to get clapped just yet, but most definitely, X is a freer platform. And I know people, freedom of speech is tricky sometimes, but we want to be able to express our views and our points without having to censor what we want to talk about. And YouTube's just not a place you can do that yet. So.
And we don't talk about anything crazy, but if you said the word vaccine, you get in trouble.
Ooh.
Okay, let's get back to the market. So Ponke, one of our favorite meme coins.
We love Ponke.
I think we both I made a video on day 2. It was right before New Year's. I made a video at like a $7 million market cap. One of my best calls of the year. What happened here back in July? I think it hit a $300+ million all-time high, maybe 400.
I think this was when the entire market was dumping. This is when the market
It was, for sure.
Bitcoin went to like 50 something. Yeah.
I mean, on June 9th is really when the market started correcting.
Yeah.
Because it was the day before my birthday. You can see here, June 9th, June 10th, Ponke took a dip. But it ran up. But look, this is one token that I'm very, very bullish on. If you don't know what Ponke is and you are a cryptocurrency investor, you're probably living under a rock. It's been doing good things. Nero, another one, not even a month old. Actually, it just celebrated its 1 month old birthday yesterday. From zero to a $300 million market cap.
Wild.
Down a little bit today to a $75 million market cap. Did you see what happened with bubble maps and Nero?
Yeah, so apparently, first of all, I like bubble maps as a resource. I think that it's good to have all the information and know what's going on. So apparently, I think Total Bubble Maps pointed out that some of the developers of Nero have taken $9 million out of the project. My thing is like, yeah, developers are going to sell. You think they're just not going to make any money unless they're me? You think they're not going to sell and make some money and stuff like that to pay for exchanges, to pay for things. Like things cost money to further a project. They're so expensive. Maybe not $9 million, but early investors and developers, they're going to make money on meme coins. And that's why I always say, do as they do, take profits, not financial advice, make money. But yeah, so Bubble Maps came out and pretty much showed that they made pretty much $9 million. And they sniped a lot of the supply. A lot of things that these new meme coins do is they snipe a lot of the supply in the beginning. And that could be for selling, but it also could be for supply control, make the chart stable, and obviously pay for things in the future. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. What do you think?
And do you know, and it's interesting, they're selling on decentralized exchanges too, so it doesn't affect, the charts on the they're selling on decentralized exchanges, not centralized exchanges. So it's all registered. But I mean, look, I'll give my thoughts. Let's read through what they were saying here. So this is from Bubble Maps. I mean, it's wild how they're doing this research. I guess that's their job. So
yeah, they're good.
On July 30th, they said Nero on ETH is heavily controlled. 78% of the supply was sniped at launch and spread out among many wallets. It's a fucking lot, though. Insiders already made $4.5 million and still own 66%. And then they put out this tweet last night saying, insiders have now sold $9 million worth of Nero. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't taken more.
That's not a bad month.
That's not a bad month.
I mean, that's why I always say that being a developer is one of the most profitable jobs in the entire world.
Unless you're me, yeah.
Unless your token's not hitting but if your token hits a $300 million market cap. So they sold 9 million. Go ahead, give me a close-up. I want to ask the chat. Guys, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this? Should developers be allowed to sell? Personally, I think yes. I've never launched a token. I've never been a developer, but they're also putting so much money into this project, right? So all you see is the headline from Bubble Map saying, insiders have now sold $9 million worth of Nero. But I guarantee if we go look at everyone that's made a video about Nero, they have to pay these guys. All of the exchanges, they have to pay for these exchanges. I'm pretty sure they're on Bybit, which is like $200,000, $300,000 just to get listed on Bybit. So they've probably spent over $1 million to get listed on exchanges, plus partnerships with some of the biggest people in the space. Obviously, they're paying themselves as well. But you do have to sell in order to run a good project. You have to get listed on exchanges. You have to get partnerships. You have to partner with other market makers in this space and give them supply. So I don't think that it's bad to sell. Crashes Clay had a pretty interesting take on this. Let's go ahead and pull up his tweet here from Crashes Clay. Where is his tweet? Here it is. Are we sharing the screen?
Yep.
Okay. So Nero made $9 million. The public probably made 20 million plus. I don't even hold Nero, but what the fuck is your point, you shit company? Amazon, Tesla, Apple insiders have all made billions. Meanwhile, the general person who invests into Apple hasn't made shit on their shares. If anything, Nero only made $9 million. I feel bad for them, actually. For all the work they've probably put into it, they should have made more. Bubble Maps, you're a disgrace of a company. The project hasn't rugged. The coin has done over 40x. You should be applauding their effort in a space where 99.99% of coins rug or go to zero. They are still at 80 million while the market is crashing. The person managing your Twitter is probably a fat dork with negative testosterone.
Yeah, talk that shit, Crash.
Go F yourselves. You know your software is dog shit when your entire social media strategy is shitting on others. Thoughts on that from Crash?
Yeah, so when I look at Bubble Maps, I think it's a great tool to have. It's integrated into Dex tools, so it's part of Dex tools, right? It comes automatically. It's a good tool to have, but understand, to get engagement, to get people to watch, they go after large projects and quote unquote expose them. So keep in mind, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Some projects that hold a lot of supply do well long-term. And yeah, like Crash said, I'm surprised they haven't taken more. $9 million for the amount of volume and the market cap size they had, to me, is kind of like a low ball, in my opinion. But
what?
Keep in mind that dude, they could have made way more.
Yeah, they could have made more, but
Way more. Yeah.
I mean, dude, I don't think there's anyone in the world that's complaining about $9 million
No, but what he's
in
saying,
1 month.
They could have made, if they were really, really shady, they just wanted to make a quick buck, they could have made way more. You know? But the point of bubble maps is an extra tool for you to know, especially on small cap meme coins when you're degenning, in my opinion. If you're out there on Dex tools looking at some new meme coins or something like that, doing some research, bubble maps is a good tool to use.
What's the chat think? Guys? What's your honest opinion? We'll wait for a second. Comment on X, comment on YouTube. I'm going to pull it up. What's your thoughts on developers selling? I mean, $9 million for me in a month, that's a lot of money. And I think that the liquidity is pretty low too. So I think that the charts probably would have held up a little bit better. They'd probably be sitting on 120, 130, $140 million if they didn't sell so much. $9 million in a month is, I mean, dude, that is an insane amount of money. We shouldn't deny that. But then again, whenever you see this, like I said, I understand like what it takes. I've talked to a lot of developers, how expensive these exchanges are, how expensive the partnerships are. I think that they've had some of the biggest names in the crypto space talking about them. That's not cheap. So they're not just taking this money out and putting it into their pockets. Now's a good time, guys. We're 15 minutes in. If you want to retweet this video, Rodney, if you haven't quote tweeted it yet for your ex, go ahead and do so now.
Did way ahead of you, buddy.
And let's see what the community wants to say. T. Hobbs in the house.
We got Hobbs in the house.
Good morning, gentlemen. Wanted to stop by and congratulate you both on the grind and also issue a public RIP for one of our own, Space Chick. Stay up, boys. Keep grinding. Yes, that is true. Space Chick Crypto. She was a big Volt Inu influencer. She passed away yesterday. So rest in peace to Space Chick Crypto.
Yeah, just a sweetheart in the space. Good energy. The Volt community, the whole thing was kind of toxic how it ended. And she was like the kind of like, I don't know, ray of light and all that. Just positive, made content every day, hardworking. And I know she was battling with cancer. So rest in peace, Volt Chick. Like, we love you in the space, and prayers and condolences to her family and friends.
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah,
very sad because she was just a very, very nice person, and it just shows you like how fragile life is, and how short it can be. Yeah. Like, just very sad. So
hug your loved ones.
Yeah, our condolences to her friends and family, and rest in peace to Space Chick. 2-Bit Crypto, what's up, boys? What's up, 2-Bit? We have some comments around what we said. Depends on the size of the project they amount. There is a cost of doing business. All projects are a business. Maybe they put that into the tokenomics. Like, I mean, shouldn't that? I don't know Nero's exact. I think it's a zero tax token, but should they put it into their tokenomics? Hey, the developers are going to sell X amount if it hits this market cap to pay for certain things and also put some money in their pockets. It's a confusing thing that.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
Yeah, taxes are good, but the meta isn't taxes right now. And a lot of people snipe. Even with taxes, like you still have to rely on volume and stuff. And sometimes the volume's not there. And then you still need to be able to pay for things and stuff like that. So it's a tricky, like I'm telling you, being a developer, it's tough. It's hard. You can't win. You really can't win. You can't win. You're a hero when it pumps. You're a scammer when it dumps.
Yeah.
Everything's anonymous on the blockchain. So it's a tough job.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would be a developer. I always say that. People are like, Jake, you got to launch a token. I'm like, I don't want that stress, and it's work. Like even just making content in the crypto space and tweeting is a lot. But yeah, I mean, respect to all the developers out there. I don't have an issue with developers selling. I think that 9 millions, I mean, it's a good chunk of money.
Yeah.
But then again, like I said, they have to pay for some exchanges, partnerships, et cetera, et cetera. I don't have an issue with it. Bubble maps, they're kind of just coming out everyone. I think Paulie, RIP to Paulie. He didn't die, but he's off Twitter.
Yeah.
RIP to Paulie's ex. He called them out pretty good because didn't Bubble Mats start like as a token? Like didn't they have their own token? They rebranded the Bubble Mats.
I think it's called like Moon Token or something like that. Yeah, but I have the premium service. I was using it for a little bit just to check some wallets and stuff like that to see where things are connected. I think it's a good tool. They're cloud chasing. That's what they do. They got to talk about the big projects to get engagement to grow their brand. That they're playing the game. So they're not going to talk about some small cap projects that are shady because there's a ton of those launched every day.
Yeah,
you go after the big ones.
Yeah, you go after the big ones, and it does. I mean, it ultimately, I think they're trying to do a good job by covering what's going on, but it's kind of like a net negative. Like when you just because Nero they're doing a good job. They went to a $300 million market cap.
Well, they warned about DJT too, right? And they rugged. So
well, that was obvious. Anytime that Martin Shkreli or Shkreli, a convicted felon is on a Twitter space saying, I talked to Barron Trump and his friend. This is connected to the Trump family. As soon as I heard that, I was like, there's no chance that this guy, first off, this guy's like 40. Why is he talking to 18-year-old boys, about launching meme coins? Like there was no chance. I think there's two Trump tokens that I like. It's the Trump token and the Make America Great Again token.
That's a good segue for this piece of news I have.
Let's do it. Pull it up.
Okay, so we're going to pull up my piece of news. So This is pretty interesting, Jake. So PolitiFi tokens surged 667% so far this year, outperforming all meme coins. Now that makes sense, right? I mean, I would consider them meme coins, but that's interesting, right? So obviously we had MAGA leading the way. So despite only making a small fraction of the total meme coin sector, political finance or PolitiFi tokens, including the tokens like MAGA, Trump, or Constitution DAO, I've never heard of that, people have been the biggest gainers this year, with market cap surging 667% in 2024. Now, you were one of the early people on MAGA. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I was one of the early guys on the Trump token, the MAGA meme coin. I found it at a $7 million market cap, looked at the branding, looked at the website. I was like, this looks good. And then because I made my first video, after I made a video, it ran from like 10 million to 15 million. The next day was the Iowa caucus.
Yeah.
Donald Trump had the largest win in history. It ran from 15 million to 20 million.
Yeah.
And then guess what? New Hampshire had their primaries. Trump won by a landslide. He was in the news. It ran from 20 million to 25 million. And then there was another state. It ran to 30 million. I go, oh, I'm starting to see what's going on here. Anytime that Donald Trump was in the news, this token pumps. We also saw when he was in the news for negative reasons, like getting indicted, the token pumped as well. So I got into the political finance sector very early. I got into a lot of tokens. I pretty much own every token. I even got into those, are they called retardios? Like the Bowden and the Shrimp. I got into those when they launched. Those all pumped. But I don't know if they're called retardios, but they're like those like dumb looking
Can you say that on
memes.
Can you say that on YouTube? Can you say retardio?
Don't say that on YouTube.
Don't say, on YouTube.
Don't say that, guys. Sorry. But after that, you know, it just, it's been a wild ride. But I really do. I mean, we saw the MAGA hat. That token had a great ride.
Yeah.
Something happened with the founder, Will Fudd. He left.
Was he a founder?
I believe so.
He was like an early investor. Yeah, he was big into it too. Yeah.
I mean, he had his profile picture as it. I don't want to say he was a founder if he wasn't a founder, but he was definitely early into it. Maybe he wasn't a founder, but he ended up leaving that project. I don't know exactly what it's doing today.
Yeah.
But I do like the Make America Great Again token.
Yeah.
And honestly, one of the reasons. I mean, I first saw him at the Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz fight. They were the main sponsor. Bitcoin conference. I just moved to Tampa. I was a little bit sick. I couldn't go. They had Tucker Carlson, Cameron Kinsey, who was a former White House advisor, and Donald Trump Jr. and the founder of the Bitcoin conference, David Bailey, speaking at their panel.
Crazy
I'm like,
space.
how did they do that?
Yeah.
First off, like they must have rolled out the Brinks truck.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what
to
I'm
get
saying.
those people. But
we know how they did that. Yeah, they definitely paid. You know.
And I've spoken with the developers. They're docs people. They're big in the. I mean, one of the guys is like one of the earliest guys on social media. He owns pretty much every single app. And then they asked me one day, they go, Jake, do you want to come on a Twitter space? I'm like, sure. I'm wrapping up mine at 4. I'll come on at 5. It's a Twitter space with Donald Trump Jr.
Wild.
I was fanboying a little bit. So
you were running that space though. I don't think you're really fanboying.
I wasn't fanboying, but I'm like, you know, I've hung out with a lot of important people. I've had important people in my space, and I was like, holy shit, I'm actually about to talk to Donald Trump Jr. Wall Street Bets is in a chat.
Wall Street Bets.
Shout out to the chat, Wall Street Bets. Good guy.
Bets,
Never met him in person. I only know him as this icon, but I like him. He's
Chad.
always in spaces. He's a nice guy or girl.
Certified Chad.
And Rodney, I shouldn't guess his gender. I said
Did
guy
you
or
just
girl.
Assume?
I did. I'm sorry, Wall Street Bets. He could be a
bigot.
He could be a they.
Them. They, them.
It. Is there it's?
It's
no.
He's fluid.
Yeah, he's
Crypto
fluid. Wall Street Bets is in the chat. But anyway, so I was talking to Donald Trump Jr. And I wouldn't say fanboy, but I was like, holy fuck, dude. I'm talking to Donald Trump Jr. So MAGA is the only token that I've seen in the political finance sector that's had anybody from the Trump family, you know, publicly support them. I don't want to say he's endorsing them. Look at that. My pronouns are pre-rich. I like that.
Oh,
it's pretty bullish. Can I do that too?
Mine are Big Daddy.
He's a Chad. Mine is they, them. Why you laugh, bro? Don't misgender me.
I'm sorry, bro.
I mean, dude, you can't get canceled.
I dated some girl that identified as a leaf one time.
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
And she was crazy.
I'm trying to be politically correct, T Hobbs. So you can't. I mean, don't cancel me, guys. I'm just trying to get everybody's genders correctly. I'm trying to do the right thing here. I just came from California, and I'm trying to do the right thing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, back to MAGA. You know, the only token that's like connected with Donald Trump Jr.
Yeah.
And also, remember when that other token launched? What was it called? It was like Restore the Republic. You don't know the story? Oh
no.
My God.
Well, what's the story? Tell the tale. Tell the tale.
This story is funny.
Okay.
So, guys, for the past 4 years, I have been a fucking DJ in this space.
Oh, I know. Go
I've been one of the guys that's like, you know, covered a lot of the political finance tokens pretty early, made good content about them. A lot of people have won. And I go out to dinner one day, and this was right after Eric Trump and Donald Trump tweeted, hey, we're going to do something big for the crypto space. Like, stay tuned. I go out to dinner with my buddy, owns zero crypto. And he goes, did you hear about the Trumps? They're launching a token tomorrow. I go, what? He goes, yeah, the Trumps are launching a token tomorrow. My buddy's got like inside information, like one of his friends. I go, I don't think they're launching a token. I'm like, they tweeted this out. I showed him the tweet because I tweeted about it. And he goes, no, they're launching a meme coin. I go, okay. I'm like, is it on ETH? They're like, it's on Solana. I go, bro, first off, I don't think the Trumps are launching a token. Second off,
why would they do that?
They're not launching a token on Solana.
No,
it's just, I mean, just like Wall Street bets its pronouns are pre-rich, their pronouns are rich as fuck, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
They're not going to the Degen Center Solana. So anyways, he was somewhat right. There was a token launch that was pretending to be Donald Trump. It was called the Restore the Republic. He goes, hey, this launched an hour ago. Sent it to me at like 10 million market cap, right?
Yeah.
And I looked at the website. It was like
scam,
bro. They had like giveaways, like certain market cap giveaways, like $70 million. You get to have a meet and greet with Donald Trump Jr.
Lambo.
Yeah, I was like, this is like scam 101. So I go, hey, bro, be careful. I'm not investing. I don't think it's part of the Trump family. I don't think the Trumps launch this. Anyways, it ran from, I think he said he put like 10K in. His buddy put in $250,000 at a $10 million market cap.
Okay. Hopefully.
Nope.
Oh,
wrecked.
No.
So it ran up to about 120 million because they had like this guy, Ryan Fournier, who's a guy on Twitter, and I called him out of my video. He was on a space with me. Ryan,
million followers, right?
Yeah, no hard feelings, Ryan. I actually heard from other people that you did get duped in my video. I didn't really say that. I kind of called you out. So my apologies to Ryan Fournier because I do think he got duped from what I heard because the guy that told me, I don't think he would be lying about that. But anyway, so from 0 market cap to 150 and then down to like, I went to go visit my uncle at the hospital, down to a $4 million market cap in about 2 hours. Called my buddy. I go, yo, did you pull profits? Nope. Like he turned 10K into 100K. He could have.
Wow.
His buddy put 250,000 in. It was probably worth 2.5 million.
Yeah.
The guy didn't take a single dollar.
Wow.
Didn't take a single dollar out. So that was the Restore the Republic. But apparently, I mean, I'm just telling you guys stuff I hear from like my sources. Like apparently these are good guys that support Trump, like big names in the space. I don't know who they are. I think we froze.
Yeah, I don't know about good guy. I don't think we're frozen.
Frozen on my end. Are we frozen on your end? Chat, are we frozen?
I don't think we're frozen. Are we?
I'm frozen.
No way. I see it still moving. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I see you on mine. Yeah, I think you that cheap ass MacBook over there.
Guys, my Wi-Fi.
You gotta get
fucking.
It's the MacBook right here. I mean, this is the HP. You want to get this? Shout out to Daddy.
It's my Wi-Fi, but I guess I'm just streaming it. We're not really using my thing.
I think we're good. Yeah.
We're good. Okay. Well, yeah. I don't know why. Put me on, guys. I mean, I have made content for 4 years, and everywhere I've went, my Wi-Fi has been just atrocious. Atrocious.
Yeah.
I need to figure out. So, anyways, that is the RNT. No, that was the Andrew Tate's thing.
Yeah.
And how many scams does Andrew Tate launch?
Yeah. First of all, shout out to Andrew Tate for launching Daddy 2 weeks after I did. But yeah, I think he's just here for the thing about Andrew Tate is like he says a few good things, he has a lot of bad things he says, and it's kind of. I don't think he's like a terrible guy. I don't know what the charges are with him in Romania. I don't know exactly what's going on. If it's a conspiracy, everything's a matrix. Like literally, everything's the matrix when something happens bad, which is fucking batshit insane. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. He just did one, right? I think the Dorks one. I don't think he really launched that one, but it gained a lot of traction. So I don't really know. He has his daddy token that hasn't rugged, so we can't really call it a scam yet. I mean, who knows? But this is a good story we're going to cover next about, and we read this yesterday, and I want to know what you think about this because is this really DeFi? So if you pull up my screen, Binance under scrutiny for seizing Palestinian crypto funds. Now if you read that title, you would think that Binance is targeting Palestine, right? Obviously, huge war going on or a huge conflict, you could say. So Binance denied reports suggesting that the crypto exchange seized funds from all Palestinians, stating that only a small number of accounts were restricted. So. This is the quote, right? So, well, not the quote, but it says, Ray Youssef, co-founder of peer-to-peer crypto platform Paxful and CEO at Noon's P2P platform, took to X on August 26th to report that Binance confiscated funds from Palestinians upon the Israel Defense IDF. So pretty much they're saying that Israel's telling Binance to stop funding or seize the funds of people that use Binance in Palestine. But we have a response. Right. So Binance says, according to the anti-terrorism law, cryptographic currencies have been transferred by a declared terrorist organization, constitutes property of a declared terrorist organization, and cryptocurrency wallets to which it has been transferred. So pretty much they're saying they're only targeting a few people that they think, are terrorists, not all of Palestine. So when you read an article like that, it can create a lot of craziness. Like Binance hates Palestine, all those sorts of things. But we just saw what happened with Binance. They got fined fat for not paying attention to some of the things. And one of the things they got in trouble for were breaking anti-terrorism laws. So Binance is just trying to follow the rules. So do you think it's true to DeFi that they're freezing some funds, even if it's used by some terrorists?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people in Palestine, as you've seen, are it's a very poor place, right?
Yeah.
It's a very poor state. People, even before the war, didn't really have enough to get by, to make money. So for me personally, I don't know how many people in Palestine, I'm sure there's some, are investing in cryptocurrency and have cryptocurrency. Anytime that you read articles, a lot of people write articles just like we have our thumbnails, right? We write thumbnails for clickbait. How many of the people who had their accounts frozen were part of a terrorist organization? That's the question, right?
Who knows?
Because that's the easiest way to transfer funds. Like we understand that Iran funnels money into Gaza and to Hamas, and probably right now the easiest way to do so is through cryptocurrency. So maybe it's probably, and the IDF has good resources. Maybe these are terrorists that are receiving money in order to do more harm in the world, right? Yeah. And you got to be careful with the language you use, calling them terrorists or freedom fighters, whatever side of the army or whatever you support. But I think that this could be, freezing terrorist funds and not necessarily targeting the Palestinian people. I don't really see Binance doing that.
I wonder what kind of evidence they have for that. Like, what did they say?
I mean, you have their wallets. If it's on the Binance exchange, you understand whose wallets
KYC
it is.
Or KYC, yeah.
Yeah, you understand whose wallet it is, right?
Yeah.
People KYC, and you can probably understand where it's coming from and where it's going. Like, hey, here are the transactions from an account linked to someone in Iran going to a known terrorist for Hamas. Freeze it. Do you think that should be allowed? Is that something that should be allowed?
I think here's the thing. I don't think it matters, because I think that when Binance got in trouble, like they got in trouble for this and many other things like anti-money laundering, and that's why CZ came back to the United States, paid that huge fine, spent some time in jail, was because of this thing. And like we said before, it doesn't matter like where you operate out of. Like the United States government will find a way to get you if you're breaking laws, like international law. It doesn't matter, right? We're the kind of like the world police. So Binance is going to do everything they can not to get clapped again and not go through that same thing, especially CZ. So, hey man, it is what it is. If you're KYC'd and they have some dirt on you, just like if, I'm, KYC'd using Coinbase and I have some crazy financial crime and they don't allow me to make a profile, it's just part of the
I met a lot of people at the Base Chain Summit saying, hey, like we were at a base event. They're like, hey, someone tell Coinbase to unlock my account. So
I saw that.
I think clickbait title, guys, honestly, like, of course, Binance should not be freezing innocent Palestinians who are trying to buy cryptocurrency to make a better life. But if it was, a terrorist and they have the transactions from an account that is linked to a terrorist to an account that's linked to a terrorist and it's going to be used for bad things, like, I think that, Binance maybe shouldn't do it because it's not really crypto centric, but that happens with banks, it happens with Coinbase, it happens with everyone. So I think the article is, it's much to do about, nothing, but it's just a touchy topic because it's the war and that's what's going on.
Yeah, it's tough. Obviously, we have a big update to the Pavel story here. I'm going to pull up my screen. Now, I did saw this article a little earlier that said Telegram CEO and brother's arrest warrants were issued in March. So we found out that they had their arrest warrants were issued in March. Now, this is interesting because it says the news comes hours after a report revealed that Durov's phone was hacked back in 2017, a year before he met with the French president. That's interesting, right? So they were already in his stuff, right? Now, obviously, I watched a good video about this by a guy named I think it's called Extraordinary Gamers or something like that, whatever. But he talked about this kind of like what the government does, right? Is they use they want to censor everything, and what they use is CP for it and anti-terrorism. So they have like, oh, we want to stop, this distribution of child porn, and and fucking stopping terrorists from communicating on these platforms. It's like when do we get some sort of the truth is they don't like Telegram because of the end-to-end encryption, right? But we found out this morning that Telegram founder Pavel Durov transferred from police custody to court after arrest in France. Now, I saw some articles saying that he was released. He was not released. So check this out. So Telegram founder Pavel Durov was released from police custody in France on Wednesday and transferred to a court for questioning ahead of possible indictment, prosecutors told CNN, days after his dramatic arrest at a Paris airport. And and the rest of the article just goes into what happened, but they're pretty much going to be questioning him now. So interesting.
Very, very interesting. Can I get a rogue? We're about halfway through, guys. You have the rogues?
Yeah, I do have a rogue, yeah.
And guys, if you haven't yet, make sure to retweet this video here. I don't know how boring this show is, but my dog is literally sleeping on my lap. There you go.
Ready?
So I think it's, well, she's also old. We were talking about that today. She just turned 12. She's fucking 84 years old. She's a grandma.
Yeah.
So I guess it's nap time. But thank you for sponsoring these rogues. You are second best as in, but we love you when we have a Zen shortage.
We have some breaking news
What
here.
happened?
Oh my goodness. Let me our favorite. Let me just pull up X real quick. You don't have to show my screen.
What happened?
I'll show you right now. Well,
it's a cliffhanger, guys.
Oh, it's a cliff. Are you ready?
I'm just going to say that. It better be a banger.
And we were talking about this yesterday. Gary Gensler, the SEC, just issued a Wells notice to NFT platform OpenSea, threatening to sue, citing NFTs on the platform are security, not the NFTs. Wow.
Well, that doesn't make sense to me because I like to think of NFTs as like a baseball card, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's just use, a Bored Ape Yacht Club is very, very expensive, but let's just use that because people know it.
Yeah.
You have a Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? And it's on a website like OpenSea.
Yeah.
And people can buy it. They can bid on it. And it went up. It was worth a lot of money. But let's also use it on the other side. You have a Michael Jordan rookie card. It's a collectible. That's just not on the blockchain. But that you can buy and sell those freely. I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, there might be other things happening on OpenSea, but when you just look at the basics of what NFTs were, not really are, and look at what gaming cards are or Pokemon cards are, I just don't really see a difference in my personal opinion.
Yeah, there is no difference. The only difference is that it's on the blockchain. Like, and going after NFTs is wild to me. Yeah, maybe he's like, Trump said he'd fire him on the way out, or when he gets elected, maybe he's trying to fire off all these lawsuits on the way out. But it's kind of crazy because a Wells notice is followed by a lawsuit. They're going to get sued, right? They're going to get sued. They did the same thing with Coinbase. They did the same thing with Uniswap Labs. So interesting. They're going after NFTs now. I think that's the weakest argument, to be honest. Like you said, they're just collectibles. Obviously the market decides on how valuable something is. Maybe there can be an expectation of return on some NFTs, but so are like trading cards. I don't know. The Howey test is weird. To me, a lot of this stuff goes beyond me. A lot of it's interpreted by judges. But at least we have like the whole XRP Ripple case to kind of refer to in future cases. So going to be interesting, but that's kind of crazy to go after OpenSea.
That is wild. But they've been going after, pretty much every platform, pretty much every exchange. So I'm not really surprised.
Yeah.
I think that this was probably
what does the chat think about this?
Expected. Chat in the comments, let us know what you guys think about this. Gary Gensler going after the OpenSea NFT trading platform. Crypto G.
I read that.
She says, so is a painting
a fucking
a security? She said, aren't those digital collectibles like art? Yeah. So really it's the same thing. That's how I've always viewed it, like as a trading card or a painting, right? Like I've bought art. I went to Italy. I bought a nice piece of art, and it's purchasing a good, right? It's a good. So just because it's on the blockchain, like now here's the thing. Some artists like people have put their art on the blockchain.
Yeah.
Is that a security? But then again, like we don't know exactly what's in this Wells notice. Maybe it's certain things that they're doing and not just JPEGs.
Oh, you're right. It could be other things. Yeah.
So that one's a little bit confusing for us, right? We'll see how this one breaks out. So that was just some breaking news here. Gary Gensler going after OpenSea.
Wow.
Trump has said he's going to fire him on day one. Did you see the tweets about Kamala saying that she's going to appoint him as the Treasury?
I did see that.
The head of the Treasury?
Womp womp. Yeah, I think that's you don't want to let crypto people. I think crypto people are not buying her BS. Like no one's going to support her. And if you do, you're in crypto, you are wild, and you just need to understand that some things are worth voting for, right? If the truth is a lot of these policies don't really matter to most people, but if you're in crypto, it really matters, right? So make your voice heard.
Yeah, they went after Robinhood.
Yep.
They went after, maybe you can find out like everyone that they went after. They went after Robinhood, Coinbase, Binance, Gemini, Kraken, OpenSea, Consensus, MetaMask, Uniswap.
Well, at one point, I remember they said nothing has been ruled as a security just yet, but they said we think Polygon, we think Matic, that is Matic, ADA, and a few other altcoins were securities. So Robinhood just delisted them right away. You're like, we're not dealing with this, which is funny because meme coins haven't been targeted by the SEC yet. So that's interesting.
Are they securities, meme coins?
We don't know if anything's a security, right? It's hard to say Ethereum's not a security and like say other layer ones are securities, but obviously meme coins, especially like Pepe, I think, and maybe like Kaki Nupaz, they have on their website that there's no expectation of return, has no intrinsic value. It's literally just a meme. But it's the same thing for NFTs. It's like NFTs only have the value we give it. Like just like anything. Like if I thought this mouse, this little $10 HP mouse, if it was the last one in the world, it'd probably be worth a lot, if people valued it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's all kind of weird to me.
Absolutely. Boys are live right here. Pavel Durov release. Little clickbait there from Rodney. I don't know if he's necessarily released. We are the top live on X. Look at that. Top live on X. 2.8 thousand viewers, guys. If you haven't yet, make sure to retweet this video, this stream, if you guys are enjoying it. My first podcast went live yesterday, Rodney. First podcast went live here with Leia Heilpern. I always have
say
to.
her name properly. Bro.
I know. I don't know why I want to call her Leia. It's because she's from London, bruv. Leia Heilpern. Good podcast, guys. We'd love to hear your feedback on that right now. And as you guys can see, the boys are live here on X.
Nice running, man. You know, one viewer at a time, one day at a time, guys. Be consistent. We'll get you the news every morning, you know. So clear out your calendars, you know. I don't know if you guys are going on a walk. If you guys are going on a drive, tune in every day, 11 a.m. EST, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. PST. Hang out with the boys. We'll fill you in all the
I'm about to
news.
bitch out my Wi-Fi network so bad, bro, because I have one bar. I can't even see our screen. And it's like, I literally just upgraded to a gig. It's a gig up. It's a gig down. I won't call it the name yet, but if they don't fix this today, I'm calling them out, man.
You got to be a Karen. I'm the best Karen with that sort of thing. I'm a big Yelp guy too.
It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Why do I always have issues with my Wi-Fi? For 4 years straight.
Best internet back home.
4 years straight.
Yeah.
I've had issues with my Wi-Fi, guys.
We're doing a lot. Live streaming. There's a lot of devices connected, you know, but you should be able to still, you know. Yeah.
Guys, let us know in the chat where you guys are streaming in from. Where are you guys in? We are in Tampa, Florida. It's 11:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we got a nice little routine going here. Me and Rodney, we wake up. First off, he's been sleeping in my house on my blow-up mattress every single day. We wake up 7 a.m., get some sunshine, go get a workout in.
Yeah.
3 days of boxing, 2 days of training, and then do a little bit of work, do our live stream. It's been pretty good so far, right? You enjoying Tampa?
I mean, it's hard to feel any kind of way except excited to be in Tampa. I mean, there's beautiful people everywhere, beautiful women, lots of testosterone going on here, you know, eating healthy foods, you know, waking up early, exercising, having a good routine. Yeah. I mean, that makes you happy. That's the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Get some sunshine,
good friends,
walk, good friends.
It's important.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's great, you know. And met another good friend, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Brandon, I think we need to we should put a camera so you can always so you can flip in and like show yourself. I think that'd be pretty lit.
Yeah, I think we're lagging now, but stupid ass Wi-Fi.
Are we lagging? You got a little bit of lag?
Nothing on my end. It's probably your devices.
Okay. Okay.
As far as streams end,
Womp womp.
G Vibe said, Roddy, speak more in the mic. Pause.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, G Vibe?
Whoa. If you ever spar with Rodney, hit him for me, get a good one. I mean, Rodney's definitely like levels above me right now for sure. This fool. I mean, Rodney like looks like a nerd geek online.
Shut your dumb ass up. I think you're talking about your glasses, boy.
Yeah, I know. These are blue light glasses, but he was kicking today. Like we were hitting pads, he was kicking, and I mean, Rodney would probably fuck up about 99.5% of crypto Twitter,
especially Jayhawk.
Yeah, he's definitely no joke. You know, like if it comes to a UFC fighter, it'd probably be close, right? I mean, have you sparred like good fighters?
I don't know UFC fighters. The conditioning is just too good for me. I mean, they're different. I just train a lot. I'm not like a UFC fighter. They're just different level. But if I'm training like against doing some kickboxing and I'm in shape, I can hold my own. I'm not bad.
I mean, Rodney got cracked by my power a little bit yesterday. And
Jake hits hard. Jake hits hard. He just doesn't stay in the pocket. He runs away all the time. So
yeah, I've never been hit in the face. I got to get hit a couple times, big. But I was getting hit like in the the body. It wasn't too bad. I just need to get hit. What you clip, Obaid? Obaid
always clipping something, bro.
What do you clip?
Whatever we said, right? He'll make memes. He'll put them in the Telegram and stuff like that. So
yeah, we need you guys to clip it. So that's the news right there. Anything else going on in the cryptocurrency space? What else do we have? Anything else going on in the world?
Yeah, I'm looking out right now.
Let's just check Twitter. That's what I like to do. Russia. This is actually pretty good. So this is from Mario in the Fall. Go ahead and pull this up. Russia demands access to Pavel Durov.
Yeah.
The Russian Foreign Ministry is reporting pushing for access to Telegram founder Pavel Durov after his arrest in France, despite holding a dual. So he was a French citizen.
Yeah.
Despite holding dual citizenship in Russia and France, Russian diplomats have been denied access by French officials. We have already requested access to Pavel Durov. Paris does not provide an access rule, so they're not giving him access. That whole thing is insane, bro. The fact that he just, got arrested on a flight there. And this is one of the most confusing things look, I don't own
it's clear. It's not confusing. I know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to silence this man for having a platform where they can't snoop their little noses in it. And now they're saying, oh, child porn, terrorists, to use an excuse to get in there. Yeah. They don't want us being private. They don't want anything being private. They want to watch every single thing that we could do to sell us ads or just to be nosy, So Big Brother, 1984.
But why don't they go after Telegram? Like why? I guess they tried to and he wouldn't do it. So they go get him, right? But
well, they're abiding by every law in place that's supposed to be able to filter and moderate these kind of systems. They're trying to do their best. There's a good video I'll show you later, but it talks about it. They're trying to do their best. It's a political thing for sure.
I think so too as
Yeah.
well. Doe says, it seems to me that certain politicians around the world are doing everything they can to get Russia to slip up and start World War III.
Ooh,
Why would they want that though? Why would
crush him?
yeah?
They crush him. We would crush him.
I mean, Russia's economy is just, they're crushing it. I just saw a post about Putin. Maybe we can find it, but it was showing like what happened when Putin took office. I think it was 19 years ago. Inflation was like 38%.
Yeah.
The average income was very, very low. And then what he's done now, I mean, Russia's kind of a booming economy from what I saw from this article.
I'm not sure about that. I know that the population's going down, the birth rate's going down. It's in a weird part of the world. You know, I think they only have like they export a lot of oil, but I think we would thump them in. I mean, obviously there's a nuclear aspect of that, but we would thump them in a traditional warfare. United States is a beast, bro. A beast.
Beast.
Beast. The Air Force is untouchable.
Really?
Oh, untouchable. Navy untouchable. At least for right now. You know, and keep in mind, like we have a base everywhere. You know, so
it's just kind of, I don't really know too many. I know you serve. Thank you for your service. I don't know too many people that are going into the military. What's your thoughts on like, you know, everything that's going on in the military? I only hear clips, but I know that we had like a general, right? That was the first transgender general.
I can say that last time, you know, I did some training. You know, they're really big on like sexual harassment and very politically correct, like a little too overboard. And it's a weird place to have that when, you know, the bottom line is probably killing and trying to protect your buddies and stuff like that. It's interesting. You know, it's interesting. I mean, I don't want to get into it. They're really big on it though. If it's anything that has to do with sexual harassment or anything, you're asking counseled, you're in trouble, you get in a lot of trouble, stuff like that. You can't like make jokes that you could back in the day. I think some of it's good, some of it's bad, but yeah, I think, yeah, it's I don't want to speak too much on it, but it's definitely an interesting situation. It's where we shouldn't be so focused on that stuff when our focus should be on the mission, in my opinion. But
absolutely, go ahead and pull up my screen here. This was an Elon Musk tweet from 2 days ago. He said, "Trump will save democracy in America. Mark my words. Kamala/Harris would be a disaster."
Agree.
Did he mean Walls? Kamala/Walls? Kamala Harris. Or was he trying to like put her pronouns in there? Kamala/Harris. Thank you, Elon. I certainly will be trying. Trump has kind of formed a little dream team, right? He's got Elon Musk supporting him. He's got RFK. He's got Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
He's got JD Vance. What's your take on JD Vance? Do you like him?
I don't know too much about him. I know he was talking a lot of trash about Trump back in the day. You know, he served. He's well-spoken. I think he gets a lot of maybe Republicans because the Republican Party is not all. They're kind of split too, right? And I think he gets those people that may be split. So I like him. He's a traditional guy, typical run-of-the-mill guy. But I think Tulsi Gabbard and RFK are huge. I think like insanely huge.
I think Trump was just indicted again yesterday.
Well, no, I think he got sentenced, right? Or they're going to send him in September or something like that. Imagine being in a country where they're trying to lock up your political opponent for some BS. It's crazy. What is this, Russia?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was in D.C. Let's go ahead and pull it up. What's up, Martin? Edgar said, Rodney, Jake, how you guys doing today? You got the clip, Rodney?
What's up?
You got the pull up. Hold on, give Rodney a second.
What am I pulling
to
up?
Find Donald Trump, just most recent sentencing. It happened yesterday. Good morning to Martin. We got North Scholar. He said, unsubscribe. Goodbye.
I know.
Goodbye, North Scholar.
That's like going to Walmart and like them not being able to help you and say, everybody, I'm going to Target. Like no one gives a shit. Just go.
North Scholar, don't leave, bro. North Scholar.
I'm trying to look for
North Scholar.
Please.
If you unsubscribe, I will never stream again.
Please
don't do it, bro.
I don't see anything about sentencing. I don't know.
All right, I gotta find it. I got the Ryan Fournier tweeted about it.
Oh yeah, first Trump supported to breach Capitol. It says sentence to over.
Nope, not that.
How's
we'll find it right now.
Okay.
So Ryan Fournier, let's see. Pull up my screen. Let's see how much this guy tweets. He was the first one to report it last night. So that was Trump's response to Elon. Oh, the guy tweets as much as Jake Gagan. Oh no, we're gonna be here all day.
I think you might be on the wrong tab. I only see your Pavel tab. You might be on the. Yeah.
What?
When you're sharing your screen, it only showed the other news. It wasn't showing.
You see this though?
I can't see anything right now.
I think it's because of your connection.
Oh, it's my connection.
Weak ass connection.
Dude, I can't share my screen, guys. All right, we got to get this connection figured out.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I have 1 gig up and down. Guys, we'll get it figured out. I mean, the first live stream I did with Jackie, remember? I don't know if you guys watched that, but like there was no microphone. We were talking through the camera audio. Now we're having Wi-Fi issues, but that's what makes it fun. That's the beautiful thing about live streaming, though.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Thank God it was the Pavel tab and not like a Pornhub tab or something like that.
Although
I don't really watch porn. I don't watch porn. I don't think anybody should be watching porn. We saw a pretty overweight guy last night. Not that overweight has anything to do with it, but maybe a little bit. And like, I always say what's up to him. Whenever I see him, he's
Low
just like,
testosterone.
he's like,
Hi.
hey,
Say it with your chest. Yeah, just
how's
low
it going?
testosterone.
I'm like, Rodney, how much porn do you think that guy watches? You're like, a fuck ton. I'm like,
Watching
really?
right now, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably always watching porn.
If you like to get your freak on and stuff like that, things in moderation are okay. If you like to do it with I know people like to watch it with their partners and stuff like that, but you shouldn't be staying inside. Go get some real ass outside. You know what I mean? Go chase it. I mean, the thing about like not watching that stuff is like it gives you like the motivation to get outside and actually work. Work for something.
Yeah, I think that it's toxic for the man to watch porn, and probably even the female too. But when you break it down, I know it's addicting. I know there's beautiful women, right? And that's nice. But like you're literally watching two other people or multiple people have sex on a screen, and you're pleasuring yourself to.
Unless you're doing the POV with the VR headset, then I mean, more power to you, right?
There's going to be in probably like 5 years or less. There's going to be like AI girlfriends,
like bodysuits. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, and probably will feel just as good as a woman. And like,
I'm buying one.
He didn't switch it in time. Do it again.
I'm buying one.
Yeah, I don't think I will because I know it's going to be just as good as a woman. And yeah, I don't know, man. And honestly, you won't get bitched at.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be like just as beautiful. The sex will feel just as good as a woman.
Cut it off. Turn it off.
And then just like as soon as she like starts bitching,
talking,
just
all right, unplug.
I don't know. The AI thing's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Like we got into it. Crypto G says, "Preach, LOL. Corn is toxic." Oh, I like that they're doing.
You never watch Corn with your partner and just fucking.
I did, like, I think back in high school. I was like, my ex is a freak.
Yeah.
But no, it's not my thing.
Hey, But yeah, I mean, obviously abusing it and not getting outside and just staying home and just beating your schmeedus every day. Yeah.
How do guys chase when girls give it too easily? Not all do.
Not all do.
Only
no,
the hoes do.
Men always initiate it, right? Oh, I mean, sometimes, but men always initiate it. We're the one who makes the plans. Get the date ready. We do the logistics, right? Women just come along with hot and stuff like that.
Girls do have it. Girls do have it way easier than most guys.
Yeah, any hot girl can go out and get a date. It's just.
I'm pretty sure, like most men aren't really having sex. Like I saw a statistic that like 40% of men haven't had sex in 2 years.
Yeah,
which is pretty wild. Let's see, bro. Please tell me about the future of Mong coin. I mean, Mong.
Mog or Mong?
Mong. It ran to a $0 to $250 million market cap, and then it went down to 4 mil. So
I'll tell you future.
People,
there is no future. I'm just kidding. It'll probably pump again.
People dumped that thing. Strong community though, man. Really, really.
That came out when the Pepe era was here, right?
Yeah, I got so wrecked, dude. I put like eight ETH into Mong, and I thought it was gonna be the next Pepe, and I think it had everything to be the next Pepe.
Yeah.
And then I literally don't even think I've ever sold or touched it. And I'm hoping for a comeback, but I've kind of kissed that one goodbye. It's just in a wallet somewhere. I hope it comes back, man. I'm still holding, but yeah, not good for Mong coin.
Yeah, only 2 tokens really came out of that cycle, like the Pepe and remember the Pepe pump? It was Pepe and Turbo. Those are the only meme coins that are still.
Oh, is Turbo from that time period?
So Turbo was made by ChatGPT during that time back in May. And a guy named Brett Mankind said, "Hey, can you start a meme coin? The next viral meme coin was $69. I had a nice pump. It dumped. It looked like it rugged, and then out of nowhere it went crazy. Hit like $500 million market cap size, and it's still thriving today. Yeah,
very nice.
It's the only one. Yeah.
Look at how sad the stats are on people having kids now. I would share my screen.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid that it's not going to pull up.
I wanted kids like a year ago, but as time goes on,
Why?
It's just a lot to deal with. Can you imagine dealing with a kid right now? You have to keep it alive. You can't just take it for a walk a few times a day and it'll sleep. Shout out to Marley. You have to keep it alive, bro.
What about my wife and my mother? Can they help?
Can they help?
Can they help?
Of course, but you got to help too.
I think we're in different, like right now we're in build mode.
Yeah, we are in build mode. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a kid right now, but eventually I do want a kid. I want a couple kids, but I'll probably be.
Got a couple out there, to be honest.
I probably do. I took a trip to Brazil. If there's any, Giacomo's, that's probably Italy.
I mean, a fucking 5'2" it's probably Jake's.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad. Isn't Pavel the guy that just got arrested? Isn't he the guy that has like 1,000 kids? The Telegram CEO?
Way, does he?
Yeah. Pull it up because my internet's fucked. Shout out to Gig Stream. Thanks for making my internet so great.
Give me a second here. Yeah, mine's pretty ass too right now.
We'll see if we can pull it up.
What do I Google? Don't pull it up just yet. Pavel.
I like this guy, Captain Krypton. He says, "Stop buying random coins and get Melstroy in your bags." That sounds like a random coin.
Yeah, exactly. People always say that. Like, stop buying other meme coins. Buy this meme coin. He has Telegram CEO. Yeah, okay, I'll pull it up here. God damn.
100 kids.
Telegram CEO Pavel Durov says he had over 100 kids. The problem with anonymous sperm donation. Oh, so he's just busting nuts in tubes and giving it to people.
I think he did once. I think they recreated it, but someone needs to tell those kids. Somebody needs to go tell those kids that their dad's in prison.
Yeah, hold on. Most people.
Hey, son.
Wait, what is this gaslighting?
He has 1,000
What the
kids, yeah,
fuck?
or 100 kids.
Yeah.
What are you watching?
I don't know.
You're watching about getting gaslit?
Yeah. Let me see.
Guys, we have 3,400 people that are watching this. Make
nice.
sure to retweet this video
Bullish.
if you are watching it as well.
Bullish space today. He's the founder of Telegram. He was arrested in France, but he also claims to have fathered at least 100 children. Pavel Durov, the elusive, the often shirtless founder of the end-to-end encrypted messaging app Telegram, is in the news again after getting arrested. Blah blah blah. Okay, whatever. Blah blah blah. Okay, so the 30-year-old Russian-born billionaire often keeps his personal life out of the spotlight. Something he has shared, however, is that despite never marrying and preferred to live alone, he fathered at least 100 children through anonymous sperm donations. Maybe he just gets off to it. He's like, yeah, here's another one.
I don't think he meant to, from what I saw. I think
he's bragging about it.
I read his story though.
Anonymous sperm donation. That's some creepy shit. He's like,
but I heard that he did it once to help a friend that needed it, right? And then I think that they like recreated his sperm because it was so good.
How would they recreate it without him busting nuts and do it?
I don't know. We need to do a
He's
research.
gotta bust more nuts.
We'll have an update on Pavel's sperm donations tomorrow on the show.
That'll
But
be a
I'm
headliner.
pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he did it once to help a friend. I gotta read it. A-Rap Music Radio says no. Those kids need to migrate away to protect their DNA in case they ever meet their siblings. What do you mean? Just so they
you
don't
want to accidentally bang your cousin, you know?
Yeah, that is kind of dangerous because honestly, man, when you have I didn't even think about that because he has kids in like every continent. So if you just like go to Italy and you meet a chick and you're both your father's Pavel, but you don't know, that could be, I mean, it could be dangerous and pretty weird.
Yeah, imagine banging your sister on accident. It'd be awkward.
That would not be good.
That would
That's not haram.
Not optimal.
Not kosher.
Not kosher.
Not kosher.
Yeah, imagine just fucking like, man, we look alike.
We got MWD in the chat. We got Stash in the chat. They're
Hey.
showing up every day. Melstroy as well. These are three coins I've never heard of.
Never heard of.
Thank you guys for showing
Hey,
up,
the
guys.
community that shills, man. We love communities. Get them in here. Get the Telegram. Get everybody in here, man.
That is how I found Shiba Inu
Yeah.
back on April 20th, maybe, or April 19th, 2021. They came in my chat. It's before anyone heard of Shiba Inu, below $100 million market cap. Came in my chat saying check SHIB, check SHIB, check SHIB. And I checked it. I was like, oh, it looks like it literally was version 1 of the website.
Yeah.
Dogecoin killer, like crazy.
Yeah.
And I put out a tweet that next day. I said, hey, if this tweet gets 500 likes, I'll buy some SHIB. Waited for the market. I think it ran up to like a 300 million, came down 100 million, bought a bag of SHIB. And yeah, ever since then, I'm like, oh, okay. The community knows probably better than us. So
Yeah.
I always put out tweets like, what's the top meme coin? I go through every comment and I find the best gems that are, being shown to us. So shout out to you guys that support us. If you don't know, me and Rodney do this show every single weekday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. PST. And we're probably going to start doing some spaces at night. The guy that manages our content or runs our channels, he's like, yo, we need to get you on the
David's on our ass. David's on our ass. David, we're sorry.
He's good. He's great. I love David, but
great, dude. It's fantastic.
I'm like, dude, we're doing a stream at 11. We finish at 12. I mean, unless look, if there was some breaking news that happens between 12 to 4, we'll go live, right? Just some crazy ass news. We'll do a Twitter space. We'll make it. But yeah, I think for now we gotta chill. Crypto G, we need to get Crypto G down here.
Yeah, we do. Finally parked. Listen to you guys while driving. Jake's. What's the name of your podcast? I'm subbing.
I don't know.
He just sending it.
I'm just on X and on YouTube, but I guess the podcast. Me and Rodney are gonna come up with a podcast name. I think I get sick, dude. When I have pull the dog up, show the dog. This dog fucking sheds. You can't even see it. It looks like it's just part of the chair. But I get I get allergies when I touch the dog.
I do with cats for sure.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Jakey, it would be cool if you would invite the Stash Inu team to an X Spaces, ask some questions. Could be good for you and your followers.
This motherfucker's been commenting Stash for like the last hour.
What's good, Jake? What's good, Philip?
Philip Toswan?
Jayhawk in the house. What's up, Sebastian? Edgar in the house. Hello, Rodney. Hello, Jake.
Rodney finally found a good barber I can see. Except he cut my lip.
Yeah, you came home bloody.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you came home bloody. We got it all here. We are a strong Russian community. Melstroy Army. Okay. Show up tomorrow, Melstroy. Maybe we'll pull up your guys' chart.
Yes, sir.
But that is the news for today. Crypto down. Most meme coins down as well. Everything taking a hit. Crashes Clay clapping back at Bubble Maps, which was pretty interesting because Nero sold $9 million. The consensus, I mean, some people are okay with it. Some people are not okay with it. And then Gary Gensler and the SEC going after OpenSea, which is an NFT trading platform. For me, it doesn't make sense. Some of the stuff they go after makes sense, but what's the difference? I just need someone to explain to me the difference between selling a Pokemon or a Michael Jordan rookie card
Yeah.
and buying a Pokemon card on the blockchain or a Michael Jordan card on the blockchain.
We've seen Gary Gensler grilled a few times, and he can't answer that question. He just really can't. Like we've seen somebody speak to him about that, and he just can't answer the question. They're very careful with their words and whatnot.
So, it will be interesting to see what happens here. But Rodney, 1 hour on the channel.
Yes, sir.
That is the show, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be live again tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come on,
there.
X, come to YouTube, guys. Set
Be
your
there.
reminders, and we'll see you guys tomorrow,
Enjoy the rest of your day.
11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace out, everybody. Have a good day. Crypto's